crossing the rickety bridge. Cancer signs, that is actually what I saw when I picked up the energy behind your cards, was like a rope bridge. You know, those ones where it's definitely unstable and it's swinging back and forth as you're trying to get across. That, and I also saw the symbol for the North Node. So looking at your cards, I'm going to explain all this in a second. Looking at your cards, look at the Knight of Wands and the Four of Swords reversed. So talking about crossing that bridge, it's kind of like that moment of do or die, okay? And there's a bit of restlessness before you walk on the bridge. This is all metaphor, by the way, but for something that's going on in your life, Cancer signs. So like there's something about the next step you have to take that is a bit treacherous, seems unstable, but you have to take it to get across the rickety bridge to get to the future that you want to get to. Because the North Node, now that I'm going to go back to explain that, is it's a force that pulls you towards the future. And it's not just the future, but it's the future that your soul wants to go towards. It's where your soul wants to go. So you have to cross the bridge to get to where your soul's taking you. There's a sense of unease. Four of Swords means unease, but there's also a sense of being pushed into it with the Knight of Wands. Like we're at the bridge, right? We have to cross it and we can't turn back. So, okay, let's see what else there is here. Let's see the next couple cards. Holy shit. What did I say about do or die? So 10 of Swords is die, right? Look at that guy, he's dead. So, and the Hierophant is like someone who's put forth the quest. It's the priest who has, said, here's the quest for the Holy Grail. You got to bring back the Holy Grail, which is also tied to the North Node and the future that you want to get to. It's your quest. But it's like the ball's in your court. Queen of Wands is like you have control of the situation and you have to make the choice. You have complete control. It's do or die. You're either going to go on the quest or you're not going to do it at all. It's over. You're not going to go on the quest. You're not going to go for the thing that your soul is pulling you towards. So it almost feels like you have to make a decision now for some reason. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards and see if we can find out some more information. Tell me more about this reading for Cancer sign. What else? Cancer. It's nice and smooth there. Cards have been coming out real smooth today. Wow. And then, okay, so we've got the wall coming out. The wall is hesitation. It's also kind of like blocks. So it's the hesitation before walking across the rope bridge. But the universal hexagram is the card for fate. There's a reason why I have it literally tattooed on my hand. It is the card for your aligning with your higher self and following kind of like your ultimate destiny. And you're hesitant about this. It is your ultimate destiny that you're being called to follow, but you're hesitant about it because you're uneasy about it, because it's potentially unstable or treacherous, or it's perceived that way. It's not something you've done before. On the bottom, we have left turn arrow, or it's something that's outside of your normal things that you're normally used to doing. Left turn arrow. Let's see what else is on top. Oh, okay. So the next couple cards are telling us about what's over the bridge. What is on the other side of that bridge? Money, okay? Money is on the other side of that bridge. Being a master. So it's kind of like mastering a skill is the number 9, and that is coupled with money. So maybe this is about, getting a higher skill set to get a better job, to get a better career, because I'm definitely seeing money and skills on the other side of the bridge. So that could certainly have something to do with it. And then Libra. What's Libra here for? I'm going to take a minute to feel the energy behind Libra. I'm not really sure what Libra is doing. 1 second. Yeah, I'm getting city lights. City lights. What does city lights have to do with finances? Okay, so I'm kind of gathering that maybe the path that you're going on is taking you into the city, or your quest is to be found in the city. That's where the quest can be completed. I'm not sure if that's the final destination, but that is certainly where the quest lies. Let's go ahead and pull advice and see how you guys can maybe get across this bridge a little easier. Maybe you guys don't need to worry as much, Let's see what comes out for advice. Anything for advice for Cancer signs, please? Anything here for Cancer in terms of advice? Anything else for Cancer? Okay, well, this could not be any clearer. 6 of Pentacles is try something. Give it a shot. And in this case, it's trying to walk over the bridge. Now look, we got 6 of Swords. The bridge is not an easy bridge to cross. It's rickety as hell. There's probably holes in it. Metaphorical holes, this path that you are thinking about starting on to cross the bridge to get to some awesome other side, it's not easy. And if you think about it, maybe this has to do with, taking a class to get a better job. And the class is not easy. or taking a test, like passing the bar exam or something, so that you can get a better career. It's not easy, but it's worth the effort. It's worth the investment. It's worth the investment of, a lot of times Six of Pentacles is money, but it can just be energy, like your time. So it's worth your investment, and it's worth trying to get across the bridge. That's the advice here. And yeah, be prepared for turbulence. Just be prepared to hunker down and get across it, and be prepared for a hard time, to be scared, to rough it. Basically, be prepared to rough it. And still though, remember, this is part of your destiny. It's part of your calling. So it doesn't matter how difficult it is really what it comes down to. It doesn't matter. Let's see what else there is. Okay, so this is more encouraging stuff that's coming out in the next couple of cards. Two of Pentacles is telling us it's temporary. The difficulty, Six of Swords, that's temporary because it's just a bridge, right? There's clearly a start point and an end point. It's not like you're going to be doing this forever, and you know it going into it. So keep that in mind, as it is just temporary, and it's worth it. Because again, we're talking about what's over the other side of the bridge. It's the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is being fulfilled with regards to like your emotions and your family, having things in harmony with not just yourself, but with everyone around you. Emotional harmony with your family and friends. So, and that's also talking about the Hierophant here, which is like, maybe, there's a reason why this quest is being given to you, because you also need to give, the quest needs to be fulfilled by someone, and it's almost like you're giving the Holy Grail back to the priest, and you're rewarded for it. You're rewarded by the person who originally gave you the quest. So let's say, for example, your parents really want you to go to school to become a doctor. And this is a really tough path, obviously. But if you stick it out, it's part of your destiny. You will get there. It's temporary. And your parents will be really happy with you because you did it. You'll be really happy with yourself, and there will be a general sense of harmony. This is all this is saying. That's just one example. I don't think everyone should be a doctor by any means. But yeah, let's see what comes out for Oracle cards here, and then we'll wrap up your reading, see if anything else comes out for you. Any other advice here for my Cancer signs? Any other advice? By the way, if you guys are enjoying my readings, I got a card, don't forget to check out Patreon. I just started Patreon maybe about a month ago, and I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, so I'm trying to get more people into it because I got a lot of cool stuff on there. So I have, love readings. I've got monthly readings. So, I don't want to be just talking to the air. So come and check that out. Become a member, sign up. I really appreciate the support. So let's see what else we get. We just got the Zero. Let's see what else comes out. All right, well, nothing's coming out yet, but the Zero, I'm just going to talk about the Zero because the Zero is like full energy, and it's definitely taking a risk. The Fool is all about taking a risk and venturing into the unknown. If you remember the picture of the Fool card, thinking back to the tarot, it's a dude walking off a cliff. He doesn't give a shit because he knows. The story behind the Fool is the reason that he's carefree is because deep inside, he knows that the universe will take care of him. And that is also the energy behind the Zero. It's like, take a risk and let go and let God. That's the Zero, because that's what you need to do to just start on this path. Because maybe there aren't a lot of things that are assured, right? You might not make it across the bridge. There's a lot of ifs. And this is saying, take the risk. Just take the risk. Let's even get another card. Hold on. Anything else? Oh, okay. Got two cards. It's interesting because despite the fact that there's a risk, the two cards that we have, the Mask and the Book, lead me to believe that things will go as expected. It's like, if you expect the bridge to get you from one side of the cliff to the other, that's exactly what's going to happen. Even though it looks rickety, even though it's wobbling back and forth, even though there's planks missing, things will go as expected. The Mask is something that is obvious, plain to see, and there's really nothing that, in this deck, I know a mask sometimes can give you the wrong connotation, but in this deck, the Mask is something that is obvious and there's no complexity to it, there's no underbelly to it. So what you see is what you get. And what you're planning, your goal, the bridge, and also getting across the bridge to the other side, getting to the North Node, which is your destiny and your future, that will all happen as planned. But you have to take the risk. Even though it'll all happen as planned, you'll have to take my word, you'll have to take my cards on faith, because things don't appear that way. But things will go as planned. You just have to take the first step onto the bridge. All right, Cancer signs, that's your reading. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to check out Patreon and, like and subscribe to the channel. With that, I'll see you guys next time.